I want to welcome you to another installment into the Invest podcast. I'm your host, John Ross. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. If you are in the greater Sacramento area and you're looking for access to great tasting, healthy food prepped for you, Invest in Your Nutrition Meal Prep is Sacramento's brand new healthy meal prep option. We have great foods. We have breakfast, lunch, and dinner. We have the whole shebang. Log on to investinyourselfpersonalgrowthco.com/menus and check out many of our meal prep options. You can also DM me for order info at All Things Invest with 3 T's. Invest in Your Nutrition Meal Prep. My next guest is a man I know really well, is a man I grew up with, is a man that's been on a mission for at least 6 to 7 years investing in children, helping them invest in their future. He founded Got Buckets. It is basketball teaching, training outlets for children. It's really natural to him because he was really big into sports coming up. The whole time I knew him, the guy was a hoop star in our area. And I'm really, really proud to see the work that he's doing right now. And I'm really looking forward to the work I'm going to see him continuing to do in the future. It's my privilege to welcome a personal friend of mine, Herman Carter, aka Got Buckets, to the Invest Podcast. Herman, how you doing today, my man?
Hey, man, I'm blessed to be here, man. Thank you for having me. My very first podcast, man. I am stoked, excited, to tell other people all about Got Buckets and support the Invest in You podcast.
Beautiful. Hey, man. Thank you. Hey, it almost didn't happen this morning, man. Supposed to come on around this morning. That's the sound. I was like, we talked all about this for, the last over a week and everything. And then I was like, man is trying to get us down. I don't want these brothers coming together.
It's going to come together. You know what I mean? Don't just look forward, right? And and that's what we're doing. You know what I mean? So, that we can't be stopped, man. Not right now.
Nah. So, I know where you're from, but I guess definitely let my listeners know where is Herman Carter from? Where did Herman Carter grow up?
Herman Carter, me and myself, from Sacramento, California, born and raised.
Beautiful. 116.
From the South Sac area, a lot of people are familiar with that, but grew up in North Highlands, California. Real beautiful city, a lot of great people, a lot of great friends like yourself, you know what I mean? So I got a lot of love out here in Sacramento, and it's time to give back. So Sacramento, stand up, let's go.
916, baby. So Herman, the whole time I've known you, you've always been the guy, the hooper, the baller. It's Herman. You talked about, who are the top ballers, in, our school. Who were the top ballers, in the North area at that time? Herman Carter's name was on the list. So Herman, I want to ask you, man, when did you first pick up a basketball? When did your love for basketball first, come about? When you decide, this is something that I really love doing?
To be honest, I never told anybody this. A good question, man. I don't even think I told my kids this. But the first time that I think I fell in love with basketball was in the 5th grade, going to Kohler Elementary.
Oh, wow.
Next door to Don Julio in
high
school. So, the bell rings, we're going out for recess, and we see some balls there, and the kids want to go get the balls, like the basketball, the soccer, the wall ball, but I'm like holding up the line trying to figure out which ball I want, dude, literally. And since I love the orange, I like orange, because of Michelangelo of Ninja Turtles. So I took the orange ball with the little lines in it, I used to see people playing basketball, but I was too busy running around, you know what I'm saying? And I grabbed the ball and I go outside, and I knew that, when you grab a ball, you go to the place where you play with that ball at. Soccer, soccer field, basketball court. So no joke, bro. I grabbed the ball and like any other kid, start throwing the ball up and bouncing it. I started to bounce that ball, and I bounced that ball, man, perfectly to the court without any like fumbles or ball going way over there. And next thing you know, I get to the court. My first shot I put up, I made it.
Wow.
Made it. And it was a free throw shot. You know what I mean? So,
Great story.
those are hard for kids.
Mm-hmm.
But for some reason, it just came to me naturally. It just came. And I just said, wow, I could do this again. And I did it again. But I think that truly thing that made me love basketball was I got to the court, they rung the bell, and they say, you know what? They make the kids stay still. And we can't move so they can see everything that's going on. Me being me at the time, a little knucklehead, I threw the ball up backwards and I made the shot from the
Wow.
3-point line, and all the kids seen it and went crazy. And from there, 5th grade year, I said pretty much, man, I stick with basketball.
That was it.
That was it. Yeah.
So one thing I know about getting kids involved with sports and activities and things like that, it tends to keep them busy. It tends to keep them occupied. It tends to keep them away from their mind kind of being an idle. And I know, when children don't have a positive outlet, a lot of times, the other stuff that's outside, the streets, the gangs, stuff like that, kind of tends to be what those kids kind of look at. I feel like either you're on this side or you're on that side. But I feel like if the kids aren't really introduced to something positive, depending on their environment, when we grew up, it wasn't the worst, but it wasn't the greatest. So it could have been, really easy to go that other way. I want to ask you, would you say that getting involved with basketball, getting involved with hooping, finding that as your outlet, you believe that did keep you out of some trouble that maybe some other people that we knew may have gotten into?
Most definitely. Basketball was my outlet, was my stress reliever, for a long time, and still my personal outlet. If it weren't for places like late night, open gym, places like that in our community, that I don't know where I'd be, bro. I had a choice too, and I made it. I was out there before too, I'm not even gonna lie, but at the same time, bro, I made a choice to stay away from that and do the activities that the city opened up for me, so I will be safe in a safe place. And I had fun, and I learned, and I got better by being at places like that. Late night, I'm sure that you can vouch for that. That's place over there, Pacific, that we all went to. A lot of friends and family know about that place, and I'm hopeful for that to start up again.
Definitely, that'd be nice. So one thing I want to ask you, Herman, with you getting involved with sports and with that pretty much helping to kind of shape your life as far as like having you grow up, being more positive. When did you decide, what? Sports did a lot for me. Not only can sports, help you right now, can help you even later on in life with your path, right? So when did you decide, hey, I want to give back. I want to do, something to help these children the way you were helped?
Right. Well, first of all, man, I'm a very passionate person. I learned that a long time ago. I had a giving heart. I'm a giver by nature, so I want to see people doing well and doing good for themselves as well, But when I found out that this is what I want to do, give back, and the time is now, this was about 6 years ago, like you said, I had a strong passion and a strong message I created through basketball. And when I seen that people were catching on earlier, not as much not as much as they are now, but just one said, man, what is God Buckets? What is that? And when he asked me that, it kind of was like, wow, now I get a chance to tell him, what it's about. I told him what it was about, and he got fired up because it was so much passion inside of it, so much, so much energy that energy translated to him. And he said, man, look, you're gonna do something and you're gonna help save this world, and you're gonna help a lot of people just by with that message. So when he told me that, that's when I decided I'm going all in for God Buckets, because I know for a fact that it will work and it's going to work. And until then, 2014 and on up, I've been screaming God Buckets, and people have been following me. And now I'm on the way of giving back to my community.
I love it. Wow. So with that, so when you started pondering it, when the name come to you, I mean, it fits. I mean, got buckets because you was always busting them buckets. He's always busting them shots. When did you play around with a few names like got hoops? You know what I'm saying? Mad jumper was got buckets. I mean, you might do a couple in your head. Was got buckets always pretty much the play as far as the name?
To be honest with you, got buckets, man, was the first go.
Yeah.
When I knew, a lot of people was like, oh, look, no buckets. They would talk mess. They would, they was being funny.
Yeah.
No buckets. All these negative things.
Yeah.
But God Buckets was truly more than basketball. So, it worked. You know what I'm saying? And so I just went all in when I made my first backward shot in the gym. When those people was telling me, hey, you photoshopped those shots. Hey, you didn't make those shots. I was like, okay, I'm going to toss this ball behind me and make my goals in life. Make God Buckets. So therefore, when I was doing that, I kind of stuck with it, and it was just on me, man. I'm wearing it now, got buckets, I'm rolling with it, man, and it's working, and it's catchy, and it's hip, and it's a new way of life right now. I'm just trying to bring to my city.
Me just seeing you, I'm very proud of you, man. Because like I said, I know when you started, you heard the name No Buckets, stuff like that. There's always negativity, whenever you're trying to build something, whenever you're trying to be different. Because we talked about it yesterday. There's so many people that have great ideas. There's so many people that have these amazing thoughts in their head, Herman, but they're so afraid of the backlash. They're so afraid of the haters. And sometimes the haters are people that are in their social circle, and they're never able to really rise up out of that and really to push anything. So can you describe the mindset, Herman, you've had to have? Because you've been on this grind for 7 years, brother. And I'm pretty sure some of it's been great. And I'm pretty sure some of it's been a little bit hard at first, just getting it out there, just pushing. Maybe this isn't working. Maybe there's people saying, I don't know about this. Because, most people will do something. But if they don't see like where they want to go in about 4 to 6 months, they usually quit. And it takes grind. It takes grit to build up something from the ground up that wasn't here before. What's your advice for people to make them to persevere and really chase their dreams, Herman?
Look, man, you hit the nail on the head. Persevering, going hard, never giving up, even though when it don't seem to just be going right. You know what I mean? Going to sleep crying because you didn't get this done or whatever. I've been there. Trust me. I'm not going to lie. It was some of the hardest things. There were times where I didn't say nothing about God Buckets for like a month or something. But something deep down inside would not allow me to give up. I invested in myself, and I am continuing on to strive for greatness within myself, within my community, and for these children that need us. Okay, so my seed was planted, and it takes 3 to 5 years for that to grow.
It does.
I'm growing and I'm still learning, but it's a journey. And so I know that. So there's times where I'm taking my time with my preparation, but right now I feel that I must go and just a passion for basketball, for community, for people, fuels my energy and my fire that allows me to keep going because it was never about me. It was about you. So therefore, we all got buckets and we're going to make our goals in life. So I encourage the people right now, you never give up on your dreams or goals. You never sleep on them. Okay?
Herman, I couldn't have said it any better myself. So I want to ask you, talk. I know you have have some supporters in your life. I know you have, a circle, some coaches, some great people. I know you have a wife that has your back. So just talk to me about the importance, Herman, of trying to surround yourself with positive people, like-minded people, and trying to kind of stay away from the people that drain your energy and kind of like suck you down. Because, hey, maybe somebody that's going to listen to this, Herman, and they're surrounded by a bunch of negative crap, a bunch of negative people in their life. I had some of those people in my life, to be honest with you. When I launched the Invest podcast, when I launched the Invest brand, I lost a friend or two behind that. People that actually just stopped talking to me all of a sudden for what I was trying to do for my family, what I was trying to do for the city, what I was trying to do for pretty much the whole world. So, man, again, they weren't real ones, but just talk to me about having a positive people around you. That really helps, even if it's one person, Herman. So let's talk about that real quick, my brother.
Well, look, man, that's the truth. You need people, great, good, authentic people around you, man. I've been around some knuckleheads. Like I said, I was a knucklehead. I won't take that. But it's a mind state you have to change, and you are who you hang around.
Yes.
Birds of a feather flock together.
You fly together.
If you're hanging out with gang members, you're labeled a gang member. If you're hanging around millionaires, you're labeled a millionaire.
Probably gonna become one too.
Yeah. So I'm trying to be around people like yourself, John, that's just motivated and ready to go get it and ready to go help and invest in others, because the investment will come back every time that you put positive energy out. But if if there a negative energy around, you sense it, hey, you just back up, and you just go your own way, continue to pave your own way, and stay on track, because a lot of people will try to hold you back from your blessings, and I just encourage all the people right now to just follow your dreams, keep good spirited people around you that want to see you go far in this thing, whatever you're doing. And you know what? You give it back too, it goes hand in hand. So for the people right now, just please stay around good, motivated, positive people, and you'll be just fine.
You heard it right there. My brother Herman said, you got to practice only quality people in your circle. Like I said, you got 10 people in your circle, 7 of them make solid. You got to trim, you got to cut the fat. You're going to have less friends. They wasn't real friends anyway. And they probably was going to backstab you at some point. They hadn't already. So Herman, let me ask you, man, about this whole Got Buckets, go into a little bit about a detail about what the goal is. What's your mission statement for these kids? Number one, what I noticed with what you're doing, man, is you're giving these children, again, an outlet. You're showing you're a Black man and you're out there with positivity. You're not putting anybody down.
Right.
You ain't talking about, blowing nobody's heads off, killing ops and all that, craziness that's going around in our city and just in the world, period. It's like every time I watch the news, every time I check my phone, I'm hearing about another shooting. And the kids that's dying is really young, man. These kids be like 13, 14 years old, packing guns and all that stuff like that. And like me, I do listen to rap music. I grew up with rap, but like for me, it's just it's music. It's entertainment. It's just music. Right. But unfortunately, a lot of these kids come up and they want to be rappers now. And I'm not saying anything's wrong with it, but they're listening to these other rappers and their role models, and they're all talking about killing each other, all talking about blowing each other's heads off. And it's just great to see a Black man from a different standpoint doing some positivity. So tell us about the mission of Got Buckets.
Man, my mission is to help these kids toss that negative behind them and make their goals in life. Okay. We're keeping a positive mindset, and going forward and not looking back. Okay. We're not looking back once we toss that negative behind us. And we're using basketball to help the kids in the game of life. Okay. With basketball, you can assist, you can rebound, you can dish it off. And all that right there is a statement of life. Got Buckets is going to help our youth have an outlet for kids to come, the kids that's lost, they can come join us. They can come be a part of a family that's growing in the Sacramento area. We want to continue to give these kids a high hope that they can conquer these obstacles that they're going through, either at home or at school. This is the club that they can come to where they're safe, that they can get exercise, they can learn. We're giving back right now. And I just thank God for giving me this idea and this vision for my city first, my backyard. And then hopefully God will allow me to go out to other cities and help. But right now, I'm doing this for us. And if there's kids or anybody that need to talk, that's going through something, Got Buckets is your place to be.
Definitely heard it. Got Buckets, 916, and eventually 916 and beyond. So Herman Carter, you're doing something that I believe some of these children, you're actually saving some of these kids' lives. And that's really big and that's really awesome. So inside, like that feeling you get, that priceless feeling, how does it feel to be doing something that comes so natural to you? Because people do a lot of stuff every day. Some people, they go, a lot of people are like Me Too people. They'll see somebody doing something, they'll say, okay, I want to do that too. But sometimes it doesn't work for them because it's not something that they really naturally want to do. So how does it feel, man, to be doing something that's just you? Like I seen this years ago and I say, that's that dude. I remember I told my wife about you like months ago. I said, baby, I went to high school with this guy, junior high school with this guy, and I see this guy rising and I see this guy really investing in the community and investing in these children. I'm like, that's just totally awesome. But how do you feel, your words, man, to be doing what's Herman Carter?
It's amazing, man. It feels so good, man. That the things, and that's just who you are as a person, like we were talking about our why. I'm so thankful that I know what I'm supposed to be doing. My why is for my community, for the people, and it just flows out. My love just flows out so naturally, man, because I was born like that. Like I said, man, there's nothing better than giving back to your community, to an elderly person, helping somebody, helping them trying to grow. And it makes me, there's a fire lit up in me, so much passion when that person makes their goals in their life, and it's not, like I said, man, not even about me, man. It's about each one teach one, each one help one. And that's what I love. And it's just, I'm getting all fired up now, bro, just by the thought of people just rising up and getting through those struggles of life. And, there will always be a hurdle, but I'll help you over it, because I'm still jumping over some myself, man. This is all real talk, man. This is just the beginning, and we're going to help the world. We're going to help a lot of people out here. You hear me when I say this? Invest. We're going to be helping a lot of people, man. So I hope you guys ready, because it's just, I love it.
I love that. That is pretty much the definition it's a definition of invest in yourself, personal growth co. And I remember speaking with you, and you had a question for me. You were wondering, what inspired me to come up with my whole brand
Right.
of invest in yourself, personal growth co. Well,
Right.
I've been involved in health and fitness for many years, been a trainer, things like that. And one thing, I look around at people all the time, and I see people investing in different things, some positive, some not so good. We invest in jobs and we invest in our kids, and those are great things we have to invest in. But one thing I don't always see is people putting into themselves.
Right.
So invest in yourself, personal growth co. is about you investing in your star player. And I got the stock bars because I was kind of into the stock market, investing and things like that. But I see people kind of the same. So
Right.
companies want to make money and they want to grow and they want to expand. And if you've ever listened to my intro video on my website, I see people the same way as companies. The more you learn, the more you grow as a person, the more that you improve, your personal stock continues to grow. So again, invest in yourself, personal growth co. is all things investing. It's positivity. It's your health.
Right.
It's wellness. It could be investing in education and investing in having a positive environment and things like that. So our goal is to definitely push and motivate people here in the 916 and eventually push it state to state, interstate, and then eventually international. I want this to be the personal growth brand. When you think of investing in yourself, you think of that brand. And when you wear the merchandise, you wear the gear, the backpacks, the hoodies, you feel motivated, you feel inspired. And Herman, man, you're a part of investing in yourself, personal growth, bro.
Right.
That's what you do, my man.
You're right, man. I've been investing in this God buckets, man, when I didn't have nothing, when I just had, myself, and people didn't know. I had to invest in myself and put everything I had, my faith, my money, my energy, my time, my blood, sweat, and tears is still going inside of this because I truly believe in it. And I truly believe that God buckets is going to stick around and be around for a very long time and helping people in our community.
That's definitely what we need. So I know I spoke to you and you have a goal eventually, later down the line as you expand to start trying to help kids down the line with like scholarships, things like that. And we're also talking about you're looking at eventually developing a app, a Got Buckets app. So I know we had
yes, sir.
Yes, sir. That's big deal, man. But even the thought of wanting to help kids with scholarships, man, that's huge, Herman.
It is huge, man. Like I said before, man, we're not a one-stop shop, man. We're going and through the people, by the people, for the people, and so and that's it. That simple, man. God Buckets is for the people. And the app, we're taking looks at things right now, and I'm hopeful for that to come to life sooner than later. But on our next podcast, maybe we'll be playing around with the Invest Me app and the God Buckets app, and right now we are going a free basketball, God Buckets basketball AAU tryouts, training and conditioning. We're going to be at Tanzanite Park, and I hope that in Natomas, and I hope to see everybody out. We'll be doing my first promo commercial.
I'll be
this
there.
is tomorrow at 9 a.m. at Tanzanite Park in Natomas. I'll be making some posts about that. And it's a big deal, man. It's been a long time coming, and I would love for everybody to come out and celebrate that day for God Buckets break, to come on here and show the people what we're about. Family, basketball, kids. Everything just beautiful that tomorrow. I'm praying for. So please come out and support the Got Buckets free basketball camp.
Hey, you guys can't beat that. Come out there, positivity, basketball, hoops. Meet some good people. Don't forget the food, comida en español, muy bueno comida. Let me ask you before I let you go here. So, with you kind of helping to really pave the way for these kids as far as giving them a positive outlet, talk to me about the importance of making the right steps now, like the steps you make now. Like, some kids like, I'm 12 years old, I'm 13 years old. You have your whole life ahead of you. And that's what I thought. And things go really fast. But let's just quickly touch about the steps you take now can really have an impact on some of the destinations that you're able to go later on, as far as the mindset, environment. There's some choice that you might make if they're poor, you're not going to get away from. So let's talk to our youth really quickly about trying to make the right choices now, surrounding yourself with the right people now to get to better destinations later, maybe, in your 20s, 30s, and 40s. So that way, you ain't running with the wrong crowd, and, got a gun and happens and you're doing time and now your life's jacked up. You want to hop in that car, knowing them dudes and have the best intentions. Let's talk really quickly about making the right moves now to pave that way, Herman. I know you can touch on that real good, man.
All right, look, man, for all the kids out there, I strongly encourage you, like we were stating, the people you hang around, because if that person get caught with a gun and you're with them, you're going down too. That goes back to choosing your friends wisely. When you're in school, make sure that you listen to the teacher. Make sure you turn that homework in. Make sure you study, because those grades, from your 9th grade year on up to your 12th, they're looking at that. They want to know. They want to know what you've been doing. Don't do the things that we've done, that I've done in my past. I had to wait my turn, wait for this because of my choices.
Me too.
And now that you're hearing this, I'm hoping that you're listening and you're taking into consideration and doing the right thing. Take the necessary steps to be great. Listen to your parents. Listen to your teachers, okay? Listen to the people who love you. And I guarantee you that things will work itself out, okay?
All right, before I let you go, man, definitely, if my listeners want to get in touch with you, they want to get the kids involved in like your basketball camp, your training, how do they get in touch with Mr. Got Buckets?
You can reach me on Instagram. That's Herman Got Buckets. Just like I said on there, just Facebook. You got Herman Carter Got Buckets. You can reach me on those 2 platforms right now. We're working strong to get on other ones and things of that nature, but right now those are the 2 platforms that's really rocking and rolling for Got Buckets right now. So I appreciate you guys. Tap in with me. Tap in with your boy, Mr. Got Buckets, and hope to see y'all there tomorrow at Tanzanite Park, Natomas, 9 a.m. Free food, free training. Come join the fun. Come be in the commercial. Also,
definitely, man.
I want to give a big shout out to you, my brother, to my wife, to my friends, to Coach Aaron Toto, to Sean Chambers, to Drum Healer, to all the coaches that have been there, to my dad, my stepdad, my mother, my siblings. This is just amazing time for me. And I just want to show all the love and appreciation for those who are by me, stuck by my side, push me to where I'm going and where I'm at today. Okay. And hey, everybody, toss the negative behind you and make your goals in your life. Got Buckets.
Beautiful. Before I let you go, I just want to tell you one more time, man, how proud I am of you. And I'm going to see you out there tomorrow.
Yes, sir.
I love your spirit, your positivity, and your drive. That's that can spread. You know, you're a guy, you push that on other people, and I believe you light up other people, Herman. That can be contagious. So you keep spreading that like wildfire. Herman Carter, aka Got Buckets, on the Invest podcast. You see my man repping the shirt. We're definitely gonna do a photo tomorrow. And man, Herman, we're gonna have you back again at some point in time on the Invest podcast, bro. It was a great time. I'm pretty sure my listeners, even the kids, is gonna enjoy this one, brother. I want you to enjoy the rest of your day. And thanks again, my man.
Thank you, brother.
All right, Herman Carter, the Invest podcast, Got Buckets. You left his contact info. All right, peace out. See you guys later.